長世願非死無常道周囲願不満足政府上昇学がお無良好不意大世襲不採処便具政府上昇学が市場仏道妙正長実法空虚未所門政府上昇学利欲人少年上映主凡行死具無常道一生天人死人力現代公不償無才道少女三苦名交際集約難回避知恵言滅死公謀案閉塞小悪道通達全宗門高僧上満足異様老実法日月修十期天候音普賢一種解放像公正功徳法上大集中説法施施空供養一切仏具足修徳本元年出上満徳一三愛を如仏無下知通達未不詳願学営力投資最小損志願略果大聖の感動国書天人と内妙慶ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしく読平等性際論母大心お Namandab, 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 namandab.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our virtual service, and thank you for joining us today. Please join me in Gasho for Shinran's words from the Tani Show, a record and lament of divergences. Saved by the inconceivable working of Amida's vow, I shall realize birth in the Pure Land. The moment you entrust yourself to the vow, so that the mind set upon saying the Nimbutsu arises within you, you are immediately brought to share in the benefit of being grasped by Amida, never to be abandoned. Know that the primal vow of Amida makes no distinction between people young and old, good and evil. Only Shinjin is essential. For it is the vow to save the persons whose karmic evil is deep and grave and whose blind passions abound. Thus, for those who entrust themselves to the primal vow, no good acts are required, because no good surpasses the Nimbutsu. Nor need they despair of the evil they commit, for no evil can obstruct the workings of Amida's primal vow. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about what happened earlier this month. Rona and I went to our son's house to celebrate Rona's birthday. And so after a delicious dinner, some cake, and some ice cream, it was finally time to go home. The kids live in a 3-story house. They have stairs that go down from the main part of the house to the ground level. And so that evening when I arrived at the second or the third step from the bottom of the staircase, as we were leaving, for some strange reason, I just decided to do a swan dive, or rather a swan dive, or something similar, which means really I stumbled. When I landed, all of my weight landed on my right knee, and kind of broke my kneecap in half. And from the look of the x-ray, the kneecap kind of looked like a chocolate chip cookie that had been broken completely in half. So this fall resulted in a call to 911, and 4 large firemen showed up for the from the emergency medical team. After a few tests and checking me over a bit, it was determined that I go to the ER by the quickest means, which was my son's Ford Expedition, a kind of large SUV. So these big guys lifted me up gently and placed me in the back of this vehicle. And when we arrived at the ER around 10 p.m., I guess it was, after a volley of tests and x-rays, which resulted in a diagnosis, we were sent home somewhere around 4:30 a.m. to await a call and schedule the surgery on my knee. After all this comings and goings at the emergency room, I feel a real deep sense of gratitude to those first responders and to, at the 911 call. I feel a lot of gratitude to my son for carrying me to the ER, the emergency room personnel, the medical assistants who made me comfortable and assisted me with getting me ready and transporting me around to x-ray. Feel a lot of gratitude to the doctors, the x-ray team themselves, etc. And the list of folks just goes on and on. A lot of people behind the scenes helped me make it through this first part of my ordeal. Then they scheduled my surgery. It came a week later, about 5:30 in the morning. I thought this was kind of early, but then I realized there is a lot of preparation for this sort of thing. Again, I feel a deep sense of gratitude for the nurses, the medical assistants who, with compassion, gentleness, and kindness, helped me to get ready for this miraculous surgery that this doctor did on my knee. I haven't had very many surgeries. This is the most major one that I've ever had. Again, that deep sense of gratitude for those doctors, their assistants, and all the others that were involved in the surgery. So many people in my family and the professionals at the University of Washington Medical Center. I am so grateful for their caring, their kindness, their patience, their compassion towards me. And right now, I feel I'd like to express my gratitude and thankfulness to all of those who sent cards and flowers and kind words to me for during rather this ordeal. Thank you for all that you do and all that you have done. Interestingly, though, I would think that there's a sort of a dark side to this. Maybe the saying dark side is not the way I should say it, but it's a different view of it, and that is the feeling that I don't deserve this much care and attention. It was just unimaginable how much all the things that the folks did for me. By that I mean I know that I have difficulty being kind, the kind of a person that these folks are. Kind, generous, caring, and thoughtful, compassion, and that sort of thing. I have difficulty doing that on my own part. But what helped me the most is that I keep saying to myself, as the old joke goes, I say, self, even if you are a loathsome, despicable person, no matter what you do, you're still welcome to Amida Buddha's pure land of perfect peace. And that makes me even more grateful for all of this that's happened. So once again, join me and listen carefully in Gasho. Saved by the inconceivable working of Amida's vow, I shall realize birth in the Pure Land. The moment we entrust ourselves thus to the vow, so that the mind set upon saying the Nembutsu arising within us, you are immediately brought to share in the benefit of being grasped by Amida and never to be abandoned. So know that the primal vow of Amida makes no distinction between people young and old, good and evil. Only Shinjin is the essential element, for it is a vow to save the person whose karmic evil is deep and grave and whose blind passions abound. Thus, for those who entrust themselves to the primal vow, no good acts are required, because no good surpasses the Nembutsu, nor need we despair of the evil that we commit, for no evil can obstruct the workings of Amida's primal vow. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you for listening to my message today, and have a happy and safe, by that I mean don't fall, rest of your day.
The Eightfold Path. The Buddha Dharma is the realization within one's deepest consciousness of the oneness of all life. For the attainment of this purpose, the Buddha left for us to follow the Eightfold Path, which is the way of prime importance. First, right views. To keep ourselves free from prejudice, superstition, and delusion, and to see aright the true nature of life. Second, right thoughts. To turn away from the evils of the world and direct our minds towards righteousness. Third, right speech. To refrain from pointless and harmful talk and to speak kindly and courteously to all. Fourth, right conduct. To see that our deeds are peaceable, benevolent, compassionate, and pure. To live the teachings daily. Fifth, right livelihood. To earn our living in such a way as to entail no evil consequences. Sixth, right efforts. To direct our efforts incessantly to the overcoming of ignorance and craving desires. Seventh, right mindfulness. To cherish good and pure thoughts, for all that we say and do arise from our thoughts. Eighth, right meditation. To concentrate our will on the Buddha, their life, and their teachings. May the sacred presence of the Buddha be our guide. May we follow with faith and thanks their way and tread with unfaltering steps this noble path until we too shall attain enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Namo Amida.